Welcome to PNRShow Season. Nighttime is the best time.
Longer than life, I'll take a strong stout over stride. I prefer to confer with a half pint of ale than live a long life till my private parts fail. For life without liquor is to no avail, so bring me lager for life. I'd rather have lager than life.
Should old acquaintance be forgot? It's time to drink beer. Welcome to the Pint of No Return Show, 2015 version, Season 2, Episode 3. It is I, one of your co-hosts, Rob, along with Keith, Jeremy, and Gary, and we are so happy to come back this brand new year, refreshed, reinvigorated, and ready to rock your Pint of No Return goodness. Hi, guys.
Hello. Hey, Rob.
How's it going? Happy New Year.
It is going
good.
awesome.
We were brainstorming some topics this afternoon because, as we do, we leave things to the last minute. And I said, hey, how about we do like a holiday recap, talk about stuff that we did, places we went. And the guys came back and said, we worked our asses off over vacation. You're the only one who went any place. So that kind of fizzled. But in spite of that, we have a slam bang awesome show prepared for you guys tonight, including some American Black IPA. But first, we want to thank the Poxy Boggards and Stu Venable for the use of their song, Longer Than Life, kind of our theme song here in the Pint of No Return Show. You can find us at pintofnoreturnshow.com, or PNRShow, excuse me. It's been a while. It's been a whole month since we did a show. PNRShow.com. You can find us on the YouTubes. You can find us on Stitcher, any place where podcasts are available. We're all over the place. And you can see if you're watching us, at least if you're watching most of us, any of the other three, you can see their Twitter handles right there. At Jeremy Brooks at Always Breaking for Gary, Keith's at Wolfman K, and mine was taken off because I had to start over again in
Life.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been doing this long enough.
Wow. That's
Well, was that out loud?
That's harsh.
The notion of starting over fits right in with the show tonight. So.
And I'm at Rev Rob, R-E-B-R-O-B. Undoubtedly, we have no listener feedback.
With all the technical stuff I had to get ready for this show and remember how to do it, I forgot to check.
So, Keith, I want you to tell us, before we get to the beer, tell us all about teen drama.
Which version of teen drama? There are multiple things.
Well, I'm in the glorious preteen emo drama days.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's wonderful. My eldest has one job she has to do one day a week, which is take out the garbage.
Poor Cinderella.
It's a pretty easy job.
It was rough. It was rough. She couldn't manage to get the bag out of the garbage can. When I got it out for her and set it down in front of her, she couldn't manage to get it tied shut. So instead of asking for help, she just started behaving more or less like a 3-year-old and let the bag tip over and spill all through the kitchen. So it was a good extra 20 minutes getting her calmed down, getting her to clean up the mess she made, and then getting her to take the garbage outside.
So now tell the truth. Was it that she actually couldn't do it, or was it, the teenage don't want to do it?
She is on the nice edge between a beautiful but helpless little snowflake and a strong, independent woman who could change the world. And it's just the way the wind blows as to which side you fall on.
Sounds like you could use some beer.
Sounds like some beer.
I have known little Keith's daughter ever since she was born, and she has always been a very strong-willed little girl who's now grown up to a very strong-willed preteen.
Mm.
And Keith's in for a lot of fun, and he's got another one just a mere 9 years behind that one.
get a nice break in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be hitting right around when you're 15-4.
Yeah, I'll know it all by then. I'll be ready.
Perfect.
Keith and I should do a whole separate podcast on raising girls.
You know,
Yes,
if it
yes,
wouldn't
you should
be
do a separate
frustrating
podcast
to
on
talk
that.
about it,
Jeremy wants to
probably
drink
would
beer.
do it. I bet we'd get better listenership than we do for this.
We probably would. All right.
Because
We'll
it would
get the
also
wrong
have to involve drinking beer.
They would.
And speaking of beer, the guys want to get right into doing some drinking, and we've got a treat from the frontier of California, Petaluma, California, our old friend Lagunitas, the Nighttime Fear the Dark Ale. It's an American black IPA. It's actually listed on Beer Advocate as an American black ale. Is there a difference?
Well, an ale and an IPA have significant differences. And I believe that I saw at the brewery when they had this on tap there that it was listed as an IPA, but I could have had a few too many and misinterpreted that.
Although
Well,
IPAs generally are ales.
Yeah.
They are ales, so
It is an ale. So I think probably because it doesn't say on the bottle anything but ale. You know,
judging by the aroma,
just didn't put anything else on it.
Yeah.
it's an IPA.
But
Yeah, that's an IPA.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not up to the normal IPA bitterness that Lagunitas puts out, but it's right there with other IPAs.
very piney scented
Whoa,
IPA.
my goodness, yeah.
And I
Not
even have my
citrusy.
official
It's like-
IPA,
smells like
Lagunitas glass there.
Christmas
at the bottom.
trees.
And we've got the full pint 6, 8.2% alcohol by volume. So there's a hoppiness happening.
Ooh.
It's
Mine's
a,
got
like
a nice head.
it's a pine tree hop though. Which I'm kind of digging right now this time of year.
Pours like a root beer. Whew, man, oh man. That
Look
is
at that.
fragrant.
That is luxurious right there.
Fragrant.
That is like velvet.
It
Like
is.
it's almost like a
Like
stout.
liquid velvet.
Can I just make the executive decision that Rob goes last?
Yes.
Yeah. I think we'll want to save his review.
You think?
I know.
Well, we want to get as much of it in you as we can before you bother to say it.
Okay. Well, from all of us here at the PNR Show to all of you out there trying some Lagunitas Nighttime American Black Ale, Happy New Year. Prost.
Cheers.
So this was, I think, a seasonal that was released maybe for several months starting around April. So we're drinking this a little late.
And the hop flavor is a little less pronounced than I remember. So maybe the age has something to do with that.
And Rob's pushing his with a Guinness. No, Genesee, right? Not Guinness. It's a G, whatever.
Well, this is a pretty good beer. Definitely there's some pine nose there, but it's followed right away by dark roasty malts, which is a really interesting contrast.
Yeah, the pine nose does fade. It doesn't become a nice pine flavor, which I was hoping for, but it also still not a super bitter.
No.
The sweetness of the malts kind of balances it out nicely.
That dark toasty malt flavor at the back is great.
Surprisingly quaffable for a dark, what would seem like heavy beer.
Yes, it's almost refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It doesn't, from the look of it, it should not taste that way. Yeah, this is a nice beer. Good mouthfeel too. Nice carbonation.
That's going to be my word of 2015, by the way, quaffable.
Quaffable.
Judging by Rob's face, he agrees. Well, I'll start since we already kind of started. So I've had this beer on tap at the brewery multiple times, and so I'm going to base my rating on that because this is one of my favorite Lagunitas beers, and Lagunitas makes a lot of really good beers, especially like Little Something. This is great. This is an excellent beer. I love the black IPA, black ale style. And I think this is one of the examples of that style. I think Lagunitas nailed the black ale with this one. It's got a nice balance of hops and the black ale characteristics with the malts and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm right there.
And again,
with
that's
pretty
based
much
on my on-tap experience.
based on the tap. Yeah, like I said, I have a feeling this is staled a little bit. It's not as hoppy as I remember from the version I had earlier this year or earlier last year, I guess. It's been sitting for a while, but yeah, this is a great beer. Very refreshing for a dark ale. And a dark IPA usually is not my favorite style. It's normally the dark malts and the hops just don't balance well together to me. But this, like you said, they nailed it. I'm gonna go with a 9 on this. Really like this beer.
Well, I pretty much gave away my review, but I'll say it again. It's really well done. It's balanced well. I do like the black IPAs. I kind of gravitate towards those over the lighter ones when given a choice. And this is a really well done one. I like its drinkability a lot. But I will say one thing. There's a little bit of a kind of a bitter coffee aftertaste that I'm not a fan of. And it actually could be slightly hoppier, so I don't know if it's just the difference between it being fresh and slightly aged. I wouldn't think it would age too badly at its 8%, but it is possible for some of the hops to drop out. So I might like it a lot more fresh. Because of that, I'm going to give it an 8, but it's still a damn fine beer. And nice to have a big, rich, roasty beer that you can really throw back. I like it a lot.
Rob.
Hey, did you guys know that there's like a website where you can play MS-DOS games right out of your computer?
Rob's going to just skip it entirely. No, you're not getting off that easy.
And somehow he muted himself. Love it.
Huh? What?
There, 8%. There you go.
Sorry.
And you muted yourself again.
What? How am I muting myself?
I don't know. I just know the mute icon shows up on your screen and then we don't hear you.
Oh. That's weird. I mean,
I don't know how you're doing it.
I'm playing Castle Wolfenstein.
When you switch away from the screen, you get muted.
Oh. Because I'm not paying attention?
Maybe.
Oh, sorry. I was playing Castle Wolfenstein.
So if you were going to review this beer...
Oh, the beer! Oh, the beer's horrible. Yeah. It is like Pliny the Younger bad. It tastes like you're drinking Pine Sol with a little bit of turpentine mixed in so that it goes down quick and easy and you don't have to gag on it. It is incredibly too hoppy, and there's an empty spot on Keith's shelf right next to the Pliny where I guess you could probably put this bottle. Just on the most, and it's no. Actually, you can't put that on there because the bottle next to that is Shinerbach, and you cannot even put the two next to each other. This beer is bad, folks. Don't buy it.
Yeah, put Shiner right between the two.
Don't buy this beer. You know the dog that's on the front of this bottle. It looks very sad. It's because they made him drink it, and he's a sorrowful dude. This is about as bad a beer gets, and I'm so glad that I brought in my Genesee Cream Ale. Lagunitas NightTime Ale, you want to make sure that you actually, since it is nighttime, take plenty of Valium and Vicodin so that you can knock yourself out, but instead of drinking. This is a 1. A 1.
And so, by the standard reverse principle of Rob's Hoppy Beer Scale,
That's a 10.
I think we can safely score that a 9.
Okay.
No. We go by the
No, I understand. I'm just translating for the people at home. When Rob rates a beer 1,
It's
you
hoppy
like
and
it
delicious.
a 9.
It's interesting that when I put Rob's score in, it somehow doesn't factor into the average.
Yeah.
Too low?
I guess so.
Well,
It's just a formula. So
you
that's an
always,
overall rating
you always
of
pick the highest and lowest. So
it's an overall. It's giving me an overall rating of 9.25.
We've actually never done that.
If
Won't
my
be doing that this
Google's
time.
if my Google spreadsheet says it's 9.25 as an overall, that's got to be what it is.
It's not. It's not.
Well, Beer Advocate score was a 92, which is one of the highest beers we've had on Beer Advocate. I'm looking up Untapped right now.
Yeah, I mean that's okay because
okay.
there's
Jeremy,
a large portion of the world who believed that the Earth was flat until Christopher Dingman Columbus proved it wrong.
Oh, there we go. So I think it ended up being a 7. Jeremy, for some reason, the programmer and him had to figure out the actual math.
Thank you.
So the Lagunitas rating is a 4.5, which rounds up to about a 90. So this is the real ratings, not Rob's ratings, are in line with the consensus of the general public. So this is an excellent beer.
No, they're in line with the public they're in line with the public that rates beers on Beer Advocate. That's what they're in line with.
Well, if you do not like hoppy beers, you might want to just buy this for me.
Yeah, go to something else.
Yeah.
Go to some Genesee Cream Ale. It is delicious.
If you say so.
If you like bold,
he says so. He likes
flavorful beers, this is one for you.
I've been looking forward to this beer on the show ever since Jeremy I couldn't wait to drink this beer. I have almost drank it out of my stash multiple times and had to restrain myself. So I'm happy to rate it a 10 to counteract Rob's 1 rating.
This is a great beer.
So
if you're not a fan of the big beers, this has got a whole lot of all the flavors going. So
do yourself a favor. Shinerbach is now nationally distributed. Go get yourself some. Save yourself the trouble.
That would be on the opposite end of the scale.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Good. So, speaking of MS-DOS games you can play while you're not drinking bad beer, today's Pint Taken segment, we have a little bit of music for it. Let's hear it. Irish Spring. We're flashing back to the 80s. That's right. What better way to do that than when
that was awesome.
Irish Spring music. Jeremy wants to share with us some ways you can play some classic games. Jeremy?
So on the Internet Archive, they've been doing some cool stuff with archiving video games that are now playable in your browser using JavaScript emulation libraries. There's a couple of I think we mentioned before the classic arcade games that you could play.
No.
No?
Man, I would have been playing this for a long time.
I thought we had mentioned that. Anyway, on our show notes, we will have a link to the classic MS-DOS games, and these are games that you may remember playing on your PC way back when. So things like Oregon Trail. Anybody play that?
Yeah,
Oh,
back in the day, yeah.
Very
All
educational.
sorts of games like that. Prince of Persia.
Mm-hmm.
What are some
Mr.
other ones
Do.
that I played? Leisure Suit Larry 5.
Did not play that one.
You missed out.
Man, there are
Runner?
some great
man,
games. Wolfenstein 3D.
Wolfenstein. Yeah, so there's some. You
great
can
games
waste a
on
lot
here,
of
man.
time at work on
Oh
this.
my goodness. I'm going to get in so much trouble at work.
Perfect. And when you're done with all of the classic DOS games, you can switch over to play the classic arcade games.
Marble Madness, that's so cool.
Marble Madness, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Mr. Do, Hubert.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Fighter.
Wow.
Is that on
Moon Patrol.
Oh man, I dropped a lot of quarters in Moon Patrol.
Joust.
Joust, yeah.
Yeah, there's a good one.
So
Wow.
check out the show notes, and any modern browser should be able to play most of these games.
I can tell you this: where I work now, they block everything, and we run Windows XP and we run IE8.
IE8's a modern browser.
Yeah,
Windows XP.
and it worked. This
And
got through all those firewalls and all those limitations and worked. And I'll say this: actually, I was playing Donkey Kong in the DOS box ones. The old DOS games ones, and Donkey Kong ran too fast. It ran so fast that ape was throwing the barrel before I could get off the first thing. If you didn't preempt the game loading and jump before it was even possible to jump, you got hit with a barrel. Bam! That takes some skill, man. So they're possibly harder now than they ever were because the hardware now is so ridiculously better.
Let me just tell you, they may not have picked up on it initially, but they will. The
I'm
IT
sure
guys, yeah.
Here's the thing,
you know,
though.
they may not,
JavaScript?
because the Internet Archive is a pretty legit destination.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
the other
not
thing-
streaming, and
the other thing
it's
is
very,
it
very
runs
small amounts of data.
JavaScript. So because it runs in JavaScript, it'll probably run on your phone with no bandwidth problems. It'll run in your tablet. It'll,
Although
just for fun, pull out your Apple IIe. If you can get it connected, it'll probably run in that.
the controls on your phone would be challenging.
The controls on the keyboard are challenging. Damn things run so fast.
I'm going to just try that. Not right now.
Okay, report back, would you?
Maybe an
Get the-
iPad. An iPad might work.
I can get the MS DOS games to run in my Explorer, but not the video games. That sucks. Figure
Well,
it
you
out.
can always install MAME, the actual emulator software, and then
They
download the
do
ROM.
play okay in Chrome, Rob. So when you're off the show and can go back to your Metro interface, you'll play.
Awesome.
I am so glad I switched to Mac.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of good games on here. Oh wow.
Yeah, all kinds of great stuff.
I'm
So
very
It's
excited.
amazing.
It makes me nostalgic. Now, we were talking today about what our topic would be, and I mentioned that I had just finished reading the book Ready Player One, which Keith and Jeremy have read, but not Gary yet. And Gary, got to tell you, you really need to read this book
It's on my list.
for the 80s nostalgia alone. But as I was mentioning to the guys, it's also it was a much better book than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I figured it was going to be fun for the nostalgia and for the references to video games and music and TV shows and stuff, but I was not prepared for what a smartly written book it is and how kind of prescient it was about a possible future that we could have as a society that really loves their media. And
Well, as you look forward into a future where Facebook has bought Oculus Rift and is putting it out as more than just a game headset.
Yep.
You're on your way to Ready Player One real fast.
Yep.
no spoilers.
Yeah, we got to save this for another show. I'm gonna read it.
So maybe we have another topic we could do.
Yeah, well, since the Ready Player One has a lot to do with 80s video games, we thought we'd have a little bit of a game show here. Guess that 80s video game sound. Keith has got a list of sounds provided to him by Jeremy, and what he's going to do, he's going to play them one at a time. We're going to see how quickly we can guess the sound or the music. Is it sounds or is it theme music?
It's some sound effect from the game. It could be the music, it could be the characters, it could be any sound that happens when you're playing the game.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. Keith's going to play the sound, and the three of us are just going to shout out the name. Now, Jeremy, even though he provided these files to Keith, he does have a little bit of a leg up, but not much.
Well, Jeremy's running
Well,
the game.
I created the sound files.
Oh, I get it. So Jeremy's right. Okay, so
Jeremy's running the show.
Keith
I'm
will,
just
Keith will
I'm just
play,
playing on cue,
he'll
and I
have
don't
a,
have them labeled anything other than 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
only
so
leg up
I'll-
that the only leg up that Keith will have is that he'll have an extra second because
Yeah,
there's a bit of a
I
delay.
might hear them first.
Yeah. So he's going to play the sound and cold, and if we guess it, we get 5 points. Cold, and then if we can't figure it out, Jeremy's going to give us some clues, and for every clue that they give us, it's 1 point less.
Can I just congratulate you guys on winning right now?
Oh,
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I realize it was a tough battle.
Yeah.
That I was able to win. I thought Rob would do better. He kind of let me down.
All right.
But
I will
so-
do really
so-
good because I didn't drink that beer, so I'm ready to go.
5 points if you get it, and then if you need it, and then deduct 1 point per clue.
perfect. Yeah.
And you can also get a bonus point if you name what the sound is.
How about we
for.
buzz in?
excellent.
How about we buzz in just by shouting out our name, and then
Okay.
we can give the answer. How's
All
that?
right, I got to arrange multiple windows to keep track of score here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Keith, why don't you cue up track number 1?
Welcome.
Rob.
Rob?
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet it is.
Yeah.
Excellent. The 1985 video game from Atari featuring
Wow.
speech synthesis.
Rob
And
wins.
anybody know what that was from?
I was going for Street Fighter on that.
When
Yeah,
when does that happen in the game?
It happens when you plus player 1. You first enter the dungeon. It says welcome.
Nailed it. 6 points for Rob.
No, I'll just take the 5. It's okay.
Just
No,
5. Okay.
You might need the 6.
You're gonna need the extra.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Ready for track number 2?
Oh crap!
Cubert.
Say your name.
Hubert.
Hubert,
I-
Hubert, it is not.
Oh, wah, wah.
Why don't you play that? Play it a couple more times, maybe on a loop.
I do know this. Oh crap!
You think I've got the capability to loop it? No, I've got to press the button every time.
Yeah.
Wearing me out, Jeremy.
Do. All right. Give us the first clue for 4 points.
Pauline.
Pauline.
What the heck is that?
Miss Pac-Man?
No.
Miss Pac-Man, it is not.
I know it's like old vector graphic.
Donkey Kong.
No.
Donkey Kong, yes.
Oh, is it
4
really?
points. 4 points for Gary.
Oh, was Pauline the name of the chick?
Pauline is the name of the lady at the top of the structure.
Okay.
Well, she wasn't yet Princess Peach.
No.
She was Pauline at the time.
Okay.
Huh.
I,
And
Very good.
That
So
is the
4
background sound as
for
it
Gary.
was happening.
Oh, I got it.
I
Rob.
googled that. I'm sorry.
That
Rob,
wasn't. Yeah.
how did you Google that? Oh,
I
Pauline.
just typed Pauline in arcade and it came up with Donkey Kong.
Cheater.
Oh,
You won.
I thought he Googled. Boop,
That's
boop,
come
boop, boop,
on.
boop.
What?
Started singing it.
Serious? That's what it was. Sorry. I'm taking the points. Those are the only points I'm going to get. I'm taking
I'll
them.
beat you even with Google's help.
All right, track number 3.
Oh, Rob.
Rob,
That's Pac-Man.
very good. 4 points.
That's
And when does
before
that
the theme-
happen?
That happens right before the music plays.
That is the insert coin sound.
That's right.
This would be track number 4.
Oh, apparently when I select the track, it plays.
I know this one too. Rob,
Rob?
is that Spy Hunter?
Ooh, it is not Spy Hunter.
Damn it.
Anybody else with a guess?
It's an ominous bell.
I have to wait at least till one clue comes up before I ring back in.
Okay,
Yeah.
Atari billed this as the ultimate aerial experience.
Oh man.
Wow.
Gun?
One
Can't be
Jack.
Top Gun.
No.
No. Crap.
Clue number 2, down to 3 points. This is a sports simulator.
Sports simulator. Some basketball game.
Play it again. Wow. I'm gonna hate myself because I know this sound. Okay, I need another clue.
I got nothing.
The game's name comes from the ultimate trick, 2 full circles in the air.
So it's the skateboarding game.
Two full circles and Excite Bike.
No.
I don't know. All right, one more clue.
Last clue, Tony Hawk would have played this when he was a kid.
Oh, now I know the game, but I can't think of it.
Oh,
My list of arcade games does not include anything to do with skateboarding.
Tripping the rift, breaking the, leaving the cube.
So the last
It's not
clue was
Paperboy,
probably helpful because I said the name of the game comes from the ultimate trick, 2 full circles.
Yeah, and I've drank too much beer to remember that stuff.
What's the game?
This was 720.
720.
2 full circles.
Man, I've heard that sound. I've heard that sound in another game, but
720 degrees. It is similar to the sound of the insert coin on Gauntlet also.
oh, okay.
But that is from 720. This
All right,
game
no.
also had speech synthesis, the skate or die.
Oh yeah.
So
No
track
points
5.
there. All right.
No points.
Keith is not on the board yet.
Rob.
Rob,
That's Galaga.
it is not.
Oh.
Centipede. Come on, it's totally Centipede.
It is not Centipede.
Oh, come on! It's
Millipede.
Galaga was close.
All right, I have to wait for the first clue because I've already said it once.
Oh, I'm just feeling them out. I don't play by your rules, Rob.
You got it.
All right, Rob.
Rob.
Galaxian.
Galaxian it is. Points for Rob.
Now Galaxian is the cheap man's Galaga because Galaga's the ultimate dive bomber game. Sorry.
Galaga, you could do the dual ship.
That's right. That was man. You put me in front of a Galaga. I've got Galaga on my Xbox. I am golden for an hour.
All right, track 6.
Oh, I don't know. But I have a good guess.
What's your guess?
My guess is Street Fighter.
Close. It is a fighting game.
I'm Rob.
Rob.
Double Dragon.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
So,
I got it.
yes,
Mortal Kombat.
not Mortal Kombat.
No.
Older than both of those games. Quite a bit older than both
Kung
of those
Fu.
games. Kung Fu.
Kung Fu Fighter.
Ooh, that's so close. So
Oh!
Kung Fu Fighting.
close.
Final Fight.
Kung Fu
Fists
Master.
of Fury.
Kung Fu Master. Who said Kung Fu Master? Is that you,
You
Rob?
Yeah, it was Rob.
That's me.
Yes, Kung Fu Master, the side-scrolling.
I got my hands right
Rescue
here
the
too. I'm
damsel in
not
distress.
doing any googling.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite games ever. I love this game.
Like
Punching-
you've ever needed your hands.
Was that 5 points?
No.
I think it was.
No,
Hey,
you.
there were no
I said it
Oh,
was
there
a
was a
fighting
clue.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it's 4 points.
Give me 4 points for that.
Look who decided to join us. And isn't he happy?
No.
Hey, the cat might have a better chance at the game than.
Ready for track 7?
Now he's
Alrighty.
biting me.
Wait, how many of these are there?
There's 18, but we can
Lots.
quit whenever you want.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
No, we're gonna do all these. Go ahead.
All right, track 7.
I forgot to. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Oh crap!
Contra.
It is not Contra.
It's older than that.
I'm going to wait for a clue.
Play it again.
Wow, this is old. This game is from 1982.
Yeah, this is an old
realize that.
game.
Really?
Yep.
Did they have games in then? 82?
You play a knight. There's a clue for you.
Oh.
Joust?
Joust. Yes.
Oh, very good.
I didn't even Google that one.
Is that when the knight was rising up out
Yeah,
of the?
rises up out of the thing.
That's when the enemies are materializing. Yeah.
Which-
The
Strangely
enemy
enough,
knights are materializing out of the thing.
Joust figures very prominently in Ready Player One.
It does.
So who got that one? Was that
No
you?
spoilers.
That was
was
Gary,
me.
wasn't it? Yeah.
That was 3 points because you gave the year and then you gave the night.
Oh, the year wasn't a hint.
Okay, if you say so.
Take the points where you get them, Gary.
If you know all the games by the years they were released, you win now. So, all right, track 8.
Oh, God, I know that.
Play it again. Oh my God.
It's a Nintendo game.
It is a Nintendo game. That's not a clue.
One more time.
Mario Brothers?
Mario Brothers, yes.
Oh, the original? Wow.
Original Mario Brothers.
I should get a point for getting the. I should get a point for the manufacturer.
Sympathy point.
Keith, you're on the
sympathy
board.
point.
I'm on the board, damn it.
Nice.
I'm giving myself a sympathy point.
There you go.
As long as you're not
All right,
taking it
ready?
from me, you can have it.
I was gonna say it sounded very Donkey Kong-like.
No,
Yeah.
I gave you 4 points and me 1 point. Because I gave you. I'm
We're
joking.
playing by old West rules. It's just it's
Cutthroat.
Thunderdome.
All right, let's go to track number 9.
Oh,
Pac-Man.
I got it.
Pac-Man. Come on.
God, you're supposed to buzz in.
I
Rob,
did. I went,
Pac-Man.
that's for my buzz.
Everybody
That
said
was
that at the
Keith.
same time.
That was Keith.
It was Keith. What?
Yes,
It
it
was
was
Keith.
totally
I heard Keith first.
Oh
You
my
got it.
God. Okay.
right.
All right. So we're halfway through.
We're halfway through.
What are the scores?
Do you want me to tally the points?
Yeah, Keith, get ready when I point to you.
So Rob, 12 and 9 is 21. Keith has 10. I have 9.
All right, number 10. Let's do this.
Number 10, track 10.
Rob,
Oh.
Rob,
that's Spy Hunter.
that is Spy
Hell
Hunter.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's the game that stole my money. I played the hell out of Spy Hunter.
I played that game just to hear the music.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a hard freaking game, dude.
That is a hard game. Oh, remember when you'd pull over to the side and you could drive your car in there? That
Oh,
was
driving and gas up. The hardest one to get were the rockets.
Yeah. Man, that was a good game. That is a great game.
Yeah,
I
great.
wonder when that was... Okay, for a bonus point, when was that released?
I'm gonna say that was
84.
1986.
84.
It is 1983.
Oh wow, old game.
I was closest
Old.
by going over.
Man.
I was close.
Yeah.
Price is Right rules.
All right.
All right, track 11.
Turn that up. I'm too old to hear that.
Wow, that sounds like a Taito game. One more time.
Dig Dug.
Oh man, I played that game.
It's not Dig Dug.
No. All right, it's Clue. point?
Side-scrolling game.
Contra.
Sonic. Sonic.
Not Contra, not Sonic.
Is it Sonic?
It is a fighting game. There's another clue.
Double Dragon.
Nope.
Street Fighter.
Not Street
Mor-
Fighter.
Mortal Kombat.
Not Mortal Kombat.
Side scroller.
We already,
Side-scrolling fighter. There weren't that many of them, were there?
Double-
Another-
you- did we already say Double Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clue number
yeah,
2.
it's not Double Dragon.
Three
Clue number
points.
2. You would fight all the way across the screen, go upstairs, and then fight all the way across the screen the next direction, back and forth, back and forth.
Street Fighter?
Nope.
I'm running out of...
No
Fighter
answers.
now.
Clue number 3, 2 points.
This may have another sound from this game may have already appeared in the quiz.
Whoa. Kung Fu Fighter.
Kung Fu Master.
Kung Fu Master.
Oh,
Keith
cut
gets it.
crap! I forgot my own right answer.
I think I even had a list in
stole that
front
from
of
you,
me.
Rob. I stole it.
Take your 2 points and get your
2 points? Was that 2 points or 1
Keith
point?
steals 2 points away. Good
Two.
work. All right.
What's with the
number
repeat games?
12.
Ooh, that's a later game.
Yeah, it has far higher MIDI
Let's hear it
quality.
again.
Actually,
Missile
not
Command.
later. This was a. It's not Missile Command. This was a 1984 game.
That's not Frogger, is it?
No.
It's not Frogger.
All right.
And this is a flying game. There's one hint.
We already did Joust. That was
Time Pilot.
Not Time Pilot.
River
set-
Command. River
Not
Raid.
Not River Raid. Set during-
Zaxxon.
I believe River Raid was an Atari game. It was
Yeah, you're
never
right.
an arcade game.
Zaxxon.
Not Zaxxon. Set in World War II.
Mm.
Oh, 1941.
Very close, but not 1941.
1942.
1942. It is 1942. 3 points.
No, that's like 1 point. I'm giving him 1.
That's a negative point.
I'm the scorekeeper. I do what I want.
That's right.
Track 13. Probably my favorite video game of all time.
Ooh, clue right off the top.
Oh my god.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug it is. That is the insert coin for Dig Dug. Best video game ever made.
I do like my Dig Dug.
It
It was one of the first just completely, totally bizarre. What the hell's the point of this game?
You blew up monsters. Oh, I love Dig Dug.
I know.
Dig Dug
the
was-
Pukas
Dig Dug
and
was a good-
Fighters.
it was a
Get the
good
veg-
game. It's a good game.
All right, track number 14.
Oh,
Rob.
crap, I know this one.
Rob,
That is Donkey Kong Jr.
that is not Donkey Kong Jr.
Oh!
It's not Donkey Kong either.
Is that your answer?
No.
Is that your final answer?
I'll say Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong it is.
Is it really?
Stole it back.
You can have it. You earned it because I did really not think it was Donkey
That's the
Kong.
sound he makes when he climbs up the ladder with Pauline.
Yep,
Oh,
and then he
man.
jumps across and
I really wanted that to be from like Ghost or some haunted house one.
All
right,
track
track
15.
15, okay.
We're gonna get a copyright violation.
Space
for
Invaders.
playing that.
Space Invaders it is. 1978.
Taito.
Not a lot of sound in this game.
No, the boop boop would just get faster and faster.
Yep. And there was the sound of your shots and the explosion. And that was about
Yeah,
it.
the sound would be like
Alright.
a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
So Rob got Donkey Kong, and then he got 5
And
points.
then
for
you got
Space
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Rob is on a roll here. All right, let's see if you guys can unseat him with track 16.
Rob has to wait for the first clue. Is it Mom?
Gary?
And it's not Mom.
Is it Gary? Were you buzzing in, Gary?
He's
Is it Mom? Is how
phone-
Gary buzzes in.
doing a phone a friend. He's phoning a friend.
Gary,
I
were
know
you buzzing
this one,
in,
I
or is
can't
it
remember.
I was not buzzing in. There was
Oh,
a,
okay.
Play it again.
I'll tell you about it in the next section. Play it again.
Rob.
Rob?
Mr. Do.
No.
Oh!
I think this is
more
another
like Pac-Man.
This is
than
another
it should be.
repeat.
Sounds
This is
like
another
Pac-
repeat. This is Dig Dug again.
It is Dig Dug. 5
Ah!
points.
That's why I thought it was Mr. Do, because it's a very similar game. Oh, man.
You know, they had the same guy do the music for all of these games.
Well,
it's just the same four keys.
there's only about 18 sounds to choose from.
All right, there's only 2 left. This is an easy one. You guys should get this. Number 17.
Oh, mother of...
Oh, my God.
What is that? I know that.
It's Pac-Man.
It's not Pac-Man.
It is Pac-Man. I don't care what you say.
This is the sound when your character dies. That's
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Ms. Pac-Man.
Play it again.
Not Ms. Pac-Man.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, yes. 4 points for Rob.
There should be something You should get diminishing points for the third answer for the same game.
Well, you guys can't guess them.
Wow, you might as well take points off if you're keeping score.
And the last sound. This is a pretty easy one,
Rob gets 5
but
points.
maybe slightly tricky.
That's Ms. Pac-Man.
That is Ms. Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man dying.
I told you. All right, let's add this up.
So let's see. What was the margin of victory for Rob here?
So
Yeah,
Rob
he
had
usually doubled our scores.
Rob had 50 points. I had 9 points. Keith had 17 points. So Rob almost doubled Keith and I together.
Well done, sir.
Well done, Rob. Like I said, congratulations.
I don't know whether to be happy about that or depressed. I don't know.
You spent way more money than I did.
My wife would be depressed, actually, that I scored so high.
So we have a few more minutes before we hit our hour. You think we can get through our quick picks?
Yeah,
here?
let's do our quick picks, guys. This is our half pint segment, and what we do is we pick something that we want to pass along to you, whether that be an app that we would like, or a website, or a piece of technology, or a TV show. And this week, my half pint pick is a show that's been out for a few years now, and it's been done in several different forms. But boy, I've found one that's worked for me. Impractical Jokers. It's on True TV, which you know is the old court TV. And what it is a group of 4 friends who actually are a comedy troupe, and they put cameras in different situations. It's kind of like it's kind of like Best Friends Daring Each Other meets Candid Camera. So you have 3 guys backstage, and the 4th guy is out in a situation like in the middle of a park or something, and the other 3 will tell him things to say or do, and he has to do them or he fails, and they keep score, and at the end of the game, the loser has to do something really embarrassing. And my wife and I watched about 4 or 5 episodes the other night because there was nothing on TV, and we just about peed our pants laughing. It is a hysterical show. I'll give you just one example. These guys, one of the guys lost, and they brought him to a back alley where they blindfolded him and attached him to a stretcher, and then they left. And they then wheeled him down the street 10 blocks, and they wheeled him into a church. He had no idea what was going on. They took the blindfold off. The 3 of them are dressed in tuxedos. All of their friends and family are there. His parents are there. So he's like, what the hell's going on? So the organ starts to play. Here Comes the Bride. The doors open, and down the aisle comes his sister. And his sister marries one of the other guys. So he's like, yeah, this is fake. So they show him, before they do the vows, they show him a video of how they met together. And, of course, he's licking her face and looking into the camera and smiling. And then they showed a video of them going into the county clerk's office, filling out a marriage license, signing it, and having it stamped. So they did actually got married in front of him.
While he was tied to a stretcher blindfolded.
Yes, it was annulled a day later, but still the effect was hysterical.
That's pretty
Impractical
awesome.
Jokers. It's a great show. Very
I'll have
fun.
to check that out. Thanks.
That sounds good.
Who's
Jeremy wants to talk about an endless putting game.
My pick is Desert Golfing, which is a game for iOS. It is incredibly simple. It's kind of a Angry Birds mechanic where you pull back and let go to set a vector, and the goal is you're putting. You're in a desert, the landscape changes, and you're putting a golf ball and trying to hit the hole. The catch is the game never, ever, ever, ever ends. It goes on and on and on. I think I'm on hole 2,503.
Put that up again, Gary.
I'm on the hole like 193. And damn you, Jeremy, for telling me about it.
It's incredibly simple. The very, very, very simple game to play, but really addictive. And one of those games that you can pick up in line at the store or on a bus and play 2 or 3 holes, play 5 minutes, play half an hour, and set it down again. And Desert Golfing, and I think it's $2 or something. And
yeah, it's $2, but it's a good $2.
Totally worth $2.
Yeah.
I heard of this game from the same place that they heard from the Crossy Road.
Sorry.
Which still has me addicted. No, it wasn't you. I heard Crossy Road about the same time you did. We
Apparently-
started together.
Yeah, apparently we're gonna have to devote an entire episode to Crossy Road because these guys are talking about little, if anything, else in the chat room other than Crossy Road. I have not gotten this app
Well,
yet.
I haven't picked up Desert
free.
Golf yet because I'm not done with Crossy Road, and I don't want to have two games I can't put down.
No, the Desert Golf is good because when you get frustrated for Crossy Road, because Crossy Road is like you get to your high score and you spend 10 minutes getting to your close to your high score, and it's just all foreplay, and then you spend like 30 seconds trying to beat that high score, and you're done and you're pissed. So Crossy Road Desert Golf is a good respite from Crossy Road.
Yeah, because you get to hit things, right?
Yeah, because you can hit things. The interesting thing about Desert Golf is that you can play one hole that's really hard, and you want to throw your phone across the floor, and then the next hole is super easy, and you're like, what the hell? Why?
Oh, it's like a drug dealer, man. If you
Yeah.
feel like you're trying to get off the stuff, that's when he gives you a few bumps for free.
So
It
that's
doesn't-
an interesting point. These levels are generated. What's the word?
Randomly?
There's a formula.
Randomly?
No, it's not random. It's what's it called when it's generated with a formula? It's not. He didn't draw these levels out.
Logarithmically?
Logarithmic.
Yeah, it's an algorithm that draws these. So everybody's playing the same levels, but this guy did not draw the levels out. He has a formula that figures the levels out as it goes,
Wow.
and it does get harder gradually. So like as you approach 3,000, gets harder and harder on the average, but you will have a really difficult one followed by some easy ones. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's worth $2.
Deceptively
concur.
simple.
Very good. All right, Gary has a double pick.
I have a double pick. I have a double pick, and there's two good reasons for each one. Well, there's one good reason for each pick, so that's two total. So my first pick is the AT&T, which if you've seen anything I've ever said about AT&T, it's never been good.
No.
They're like
I don't think I've ever seen anybody say anything good about AT&T.
they're like one of those necessary evils.
As big a fan as Keith is of Apple, that's how much a foe of AT&T Gary is.
Not quite that extreme. I mean, I've had my phone service with
Somehow that
AT&T
reflects badly on me.
somehow. So, real quick, AT&T, frickin' hell.
AT&T is bad.
AT&T is calling you
I
to
hate
tell you what to say about them.
All right,
They heard.
Keith, you got to go. I got to take this. I'm going to mute.
Okay.
So
Keith.
Gary's
AT&T has muted Gary because they're that good. My pick this week
I
is,
love that we're watching him talk on the phone.
I know. Everybody, I'm distracted by Gary taking the serious phone call.
And he's not happy about it.
No, he's not.
Really upset. He's really
Oh, and he's going to listen to us while we do it, so we better start.
He's
All
about
right.
to-
My pick's a repick,
Okay. Ooh.
and I think it's a repick from the very last show.
That's not right.
No, I
Slacker.
know it's not right, but we've been off
Slacker.
for a month.
Jeez.
Okay, and the
You
month
can't come up. Yeah, so you've had a month to come up with something new.
I know. You've had a month and been able to experience a bunch of different things on Apple
No.
and
I'm
TV
not.
and
I'm not.
movies.
It's not a repick, as in I can't think of anything else. It's a repick because it's consuming my MFing life.
Oh my God.
Okay, and that is the social network I talked about last time. Plague has had
Oh.
3 significant app updates since I mentioned it last time. So if you tried it and didn't like it, it's worth looking at again. Also, it has, like its namesake, has spread across the globe now, and we're getting content from Europe, from Asia, from even a little bit from Africa here and there.
So-
it's way more interesting. Way more people are into it. Before you could spend 20 minutes on it and you would hit the end. There is no end anymore. It is now the endless swiper of a.
So pretend that I didn't hear the last show because I didn't.
Okay.
And give me the elevator pitch.
Okay. Plague is a social network that is not based on your friends or anyone you know. What it does is you create content. Say you have a funny picture, a meme, or just a funny picture you took, or an interesting picture you took of, say, the ridiculous amount of snow they have in Houston right now. I don't know, whatever it is. You take this picture, you post it. It immediately goes, if you're a new Plaguer, to the 4 closest people on Plague that are active right now. They either swipe it up that they like it, or down that they don't like it. If they swipe it down, it doesn't go any further. If they swipe it up, it goes to the 4 closest people to them. And on, and on, and on. Thus, you get to track and see how your content, your post, or anyone else's really, how far it's gone in the world. How viral is it?
Okay.
And it's all based on proximity and whether or not they upvoted or downvoted it. So
how does it do with like privacy settings?
Terrible.
Privacy schmivacy.
Actually, one of the biggest complaints about privacy on this, I should let you guys know this. I don't think I mentioned it last time. But if you look at, here's a post I made. I don't know if this will come through over the camera. But you can see there, all the red dots are places where my post has spread. But you can zoom in on that map. And you can zoom way in. And the big red cross is where it started. And you can zoom way in. And you can say, and it gets about to the town and neighborhood I'm in. And then when you go any further, just recently, they started putting up a blob. But before that, it would get right down to your house.
Yeah, not good.
So not real great there, but it does stop now when it's at your neighborhood.
Can
so
it?
That's
I mean,
that's
can
as
you
close as you'll get.
can
But
you
you don't
limit
have
it to
to
like
use
your town?
You don't have to. You don't have to give it your real name. Like I said, it'll just say someone. It'll just be like you're someone in the neighborhood. So I think they're working on that still. They're going to get that a little better. Originally, it was a little iffy in the beginning, but despite that, it is amazingly fun. I've had a couple posts that have gone up near 3,000 people approved. Oh, and everything only lasts a week. So if you post something, it has a timeline of 7 days. So it's how far can your post get in 7 days, and then it's gone. It's off the network.
So is it just a picture, or do you like a picture and a caption?
Picture. It could be a picture. It could be a small movie. It could be text. It can be anything. Like this was my post I made last night when the Paris stuff was going on. That has. It's just, basically I suddenly want to learn to draw Je suis Charlie, and I think it hasn't gone very far because there's a million Je suis Charlies right now, but it's gone to like 400 people. I had an interesting photograph of a piece of art that my daughter had made, and that one got near 3,000 posts in a week and went all across the world. Even got passed on by somebody in Antarctica.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, cool. It is really cool. It is really cool.
I'm going to wait for the 2.0 version with a little more privacy on it.
Privacy is so overrated.
If anybody wants to know where Rob lives, let me know. I've got his address.
Yeah, I mean,
20,
that's
20
a concern.
bucks.
If you have like your wives or your children and they're doing stuff and sending photos, that's a legitimate concern.
It is a legitimate concern. If you're a sissy.
No, stop it. But I mean, if it could limit it down to like say what town you were in, I think that.
Well, it does about that now. Like I said, it gets down for me. It gets down inside of Webster. You can see that I'm in the northern half of Webster, and then when you get to be any closer than that, it goes to a blob. So that's about where it is now.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's an update.
That's cool. I'll look at it. I don't know if I'll get it, but I'll look at it.
And then there was a lot of confusion. Well, yeah, if you don't post anything, Rob.
Yeah.
Your information doesn't get put out there.
Okay.
So that's who started it.
Very
if they
interesting.
can pick you out as one of the people who spread it, God bless them, but you'll be one of hundreds of people. So.
Well, Gary looks like he's deep in negotiations. So.
Nope. Done. I'm good.
Gary's back. Awesome.
Okay. So,
I'm back.
All right. So now.
Real fast.
Okay.
AT&T normally sucks really bad. But they're doing a good thing starting this month, a week or two. They are going to roll over data usage. So if you only use 7 megs of your 10 meg data or 10 gig data plan, they will roll over the balance to the next month, so that next month you have a little bit of a cushion, which I think is pretty cool, and that is just forced on them by market pressure. But usually they're doing things that piss everybody off, but at least they are doing something now that makes sense and is good for consumers. And being a family of 4 that shares a data plan, this is a nice little feature for me.
That is cool.
That would be a godsend if Verizon started it, let me tell you.
Yeah. They got pressure from T-Mobile.
It'll never happen.
So I'll do my second pick real quick because we're like at an hour, and that is the Netflix show Marco Polo.
I haven't started that yet. Is it good?
It's a Netflix original. I have watched the first episode of it, and it is actually I'm enjoying it. It's a good show. It's very compelling. One episode has me hooked, and I want to watch the next one. And there's also some nudity scenes that help out with that. But aside from that, the storyline and the characters
That help out with that?
Yeah.
Help out with what?
Help out with what?
Yeah, with making it an interesting show.
Wanting to see more.
Wanting to see more. They're doing a good job with developing the characters, in particular Marco Polo's character and Kublai Khan, who is the Mongol ruler, emperor, Khan guy. It's Mongol, whatever, same thing. So I would say I would recommend, if you have Netflix, to check out Marco Polo.
Yeah, that's definitely on my watch list. I try to watch all the Netflix originals, and that one just looks awesome.
Oh, House of Cards coming next month.
Is that next month? You guys got me totally hooked on that.
And
so good.
And they just debuted some new images and the title screen for Daredevil, which is coming in April.
Yeah.
So excited.
That's
Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin. I can't wait. Why did you?
I was scrolling to get back to our theme song, and I
I thought you rickrolled us.
We just got rickrolled.
I rickrolled myself.
Why do you even have that on your sound?
Why is that even there?
My soundboard consists of lots of buttons, okay?
Oh,
lots of them. That's just one of them.
Oh my god. I almost peed my pants just at that.
Guys, we want to thank you for joining us for our opening 2015 PNR show. We're very sorry. And don't bother with Lagunitas NightTime. Not worth it. Do bother with the MS-DOS and the arcade games. Be very excited. And we want to thank you all for listening. And play the right music now. Good night, folks.
I'll take a strong stout over stride. I prefer to confer with a half pint of ale than live a long life till my private parts fail. For life without liquor is to no avail, so bring me lager for life. I'd rather have lager than life.
Boop, 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 boop.